Good Friday morning, family. How you guys are doing? It's DBS This Morning. My name is Maureen. We're tapping into the news desk quick, and then we'll be right back.
Good morning. Local lovers of parboiled rice may have to go without it for a while due to a shortage in supply. Despite the Ministry of Commerce's best efforts to manage stocks over the last several weeks, supplies are running low. The Consumer Affairs Department of the Ministry of Commerce says this is because of supply chain issues and not because of a lack of rice in the region.
Initially, we expected to have received 10 containers of rice this Tuesday, but that was delayed. Though you have vessels going into Guyana, but they do not have food-grade containers. Whilst we want to get you the product, it is our duty to get you products that are safe. To date, we have received our bill of lading, so we have that for a fact that we should be receiving 10 containers of rice on the 31st of October. What we've also done, and it's not just the delays, it's not only Consumer Affairs, but along with the supermarkets, because nothing could have come out for the last few weeks.
The ministry's contingency plan is to ensure a constant supply of flour. Steps are also being taken to ensure that pasta manufacturers have product in anticipation of an increase in demand for those products. Some police news now. Police officers have begun cracking down on criminal activities on Facebook involving vehicle purchases. Over the past years and months, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has made a significant effort to raise public awareness about the risks associated with purchasing vehicles via Facebook and other social media platforms. These efforts have been aimed at educating the public about the dangers of such transactions and encouraging caution when engaging with unknown sellers.
On Tuesday, October 17, 2023, about 11 a.m., a joint effort by the Central Division of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force led to the apprehension of a suspect who was attempting to deceive a potential buyer through Facebook. The officers proceeded to a location indicated to them where they intercepted the suspect identified as Sean Polio. A search of his person revealed a vehicle key and one cell phone, which he used to communicate to his potential victim. Sean Polio was subsequently arrested under Section 80 of the Criminal Code of St. Lucia, 2013, for the offense of preparation for the commission of a crime.
The individual was later charged and taken to the magistrate court where bail was set for the sum of $5,000. The matter was adjourned to the 15th of November, 2023. Yesterday marked a significant step forward in the island's digitization agenda. That's when the Ministry of the Public Service, through the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project, presented 20 smart classrooms to the Ministry of Education. The 20 classrooms are spread across the island's 8 educational districts.
Smart classrooms are not merely physical spaces with technology. The classrooms are designed to support interactive learning and delivery of content within and beyond the physical classroom space. In this age of digital advancement, access to technology tools like smart classrooms is no longer a luxury reserved for a privileged few. It has become an essential necessity for every school. Students will be empowered with the tools they need to thrive in the digital age, as well as the essential skills for their future careers.
The Ministry of Education has expressed its intention to make all primary schools on the island equipped with smart classrooms one day. The St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative Limited hosted a youth symposium this week as part of International Credit Union Day activities. The activity was attended by a wide cross-section of secondary school students. Its aim was to empower students with the right tools and knowledge to improve their financial literacy.
As the future men and women of tomorrow, you will be in charge of your own responsibility. But you must be equipped with the knowledge about financial literacy. One of the areas I want you to focus on is developing a habit of saving and budgeting. You may be saying to yourselves, how can this be possible I am not employed. Yes, you can. I am sure if I go around this room and I take a walk, or I try to do a collection pretending that I am a pastor, the minimum I will collect would be about $500. Some people, you have a C note with you, you have a purple one, you have a blue, you have a green. Some of you, you do little jobs, and some of you, you get your allowance from your parents or your guardian.
The idea is that people who are financially literate are generally less vulnerable. Financial literacy ensures that they are able to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Well, thank you very much, News Desk. We're taking a break and come right back. Now, our first feature, one of our creatives here on the island, she's been at this for quite some time, and she recently started to, open up a little bit more to the public. So we were very happy to rope her in. She's got a brand new song out. We spoke to Leonette Pear. Well, how are you guys doing today? We're here with Miss Leonette Pear. I have absolute total respect for this lady right here, and of course she's no stranger to you, St. Lucia, because she's been contributing to your musical fraternity for quite some time now. And a matter of fact, you know what I've discovered? When I first got to know about you, Miss Pear, it was through Elijah Williams. And Elijah said to me, no man, you're supposed to know me from Banco St. Lucia, and then he made the link up, but we never met. And then when he told me the songs, and we pulled up the songs and we played the songs, I said, but these are songs that we were playing, and St. Lucia is very much into St. Lucia. When you play these songs anytime, St. Lucians can relate. I said, I never knew that. And we conducted that interview, but it was via phone, and we never really got to meet each other until years after.
I remember Elijah calling on me. And I'm very shy, so I resisted him.
Yes, listen.
Yes.
She tried. Elijah keeps saying to me, you know what? She don't like to talk. She don't like to. I said, don't worry, we'll get her to do it. And it took her some time, but she finally decided. She agreed to do it, and we did that lovely link up back then. And I remember having that chat with you about yourself in the musical world, because by that time you don't tell yourself, well, the scope has changed, so you need to you have to get out there a little bit more.
well, not only that, I realize that I'm getting on in age.
Yes.
And I've been writing for so long, and I have so many songs out there, and I would hate to see all of them go into the Deglo landfill.
That is not good.
So
no.
I came out, and I'm really pleased that I did.
Right.
Yes,
what has been the response? Because now people are able to relate to you with the music, some of the music that they've been loving.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Right.
I went into the Calypso 10 this year. I sang Calypso, and I was amazed at the response.
Right.
So I am encouraged, but more than that, it is doing something for me.
On a personal level.
On a personal level, because I'm getting out of that little shyness. I wouldn't have been here talking to you. And I'm really glad, because each time I do it, I've had invitations to come in for interviews. I've resisted as usual, but I did one last week. And I think I'm getting a little better at it. Yes.
Right. Because you've got a lot to share.
I do, but I do more writing. I'm a shy person, and more so, I think I'm not so good. I tell myself that I'm not so good communicating verbally. I think.
Are you kidding me?
I think I'm better in script.
Okay.
And so I spend my time writing.
Well, you communicate very well to me, if you ask me, and everybody else. So you don't have a problem there. You might be more comfortable with the other side of things, but you do not have a problem with the verbal communication. We're here because you released yet another song. Of course, this is Creole, and this is very close to you, and you have a new song that you would like to release, or is it released already?
I am slow at releasing it, but let us say I've put it out there on Facebook.
Right.
And I really want to connect with the people. because of all the songs I've written, this is not the best written song, but this is the song that is closest to my heart.
Why? Let's talk about this now.
I'll tell you, when I became not involved, but when I became aware of music, it was country and western that was played throughout. I mean, I grew up in the 1960s. I'm not young anymore. So the predominant music then was country and western. And I fell in love. I had a friend, I really need to mention, she has passed, but I really need to mention her name because I never told her the impact she had on me. And so I used to go to her house at the age of 6. We were children, you know. And she had an older brother who had a record player who he left for work early in the morning. He started work at 7. So there we were breaking down that record player, and all that we were hearing and all that she was playing was country and western. And then I fell in love with country and western music.
What's her name? What's her name, sorry?
Her name was Sandra Modest.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My childhood friend. I mean, we only became adults. We as everything else,
but
we
she
moved away.
She did
impact. At the age of 6, I told her I really would have liked to record. I want to be able to sing songs like these people. And she was very much. She was just about 9, but she behaved like some very precocious. Yes. And so she told me she would have made inquiries. And then one day she came and told me, you know, it is in St. Martin that country and western music is done. So I asked her, I told her, will you come with me? And she gave me the assurance that she would have come. And from that day, I dreamt of doing country and western. But when I grew older, a little older, became a teenager, Radio Caribbean International had a Creole program, Radio Asesano, and you had cadence music coming into prominence. You had groups like Grand Max. I don't remember the names anymore, but there was Grand Max and many others. And, you know, I became aware of Creole. That's when I fell in love with Creole. And so I gravitated towards a different kind of music. I did cadence. And you know, my first recording, Pali Creole, was a cadence number. But now that I have done this country and western song, I feel it is the fulfillment of a childhood dream. And so it means much more to me than my best written song. You will have heard that Pali Creole is the best written song in Creole, the best written Creole song to date.
To date, yes. Yes, yes.
But even that country and western song means so much more to me. As I said, it's a fulfillment of a childhood dream. Yeah. And so I would like to share it with St. Lucia.
What did you share in as part? Yes, country and western, but what is the sentiment shared in that song?
Okay, it is a lady pleading to her estranged husband. They met when they were very young, from infancy, I'll say. They went to school together, went for religious instructions together. But now that she's growing older, her hair is now grey.
Are you talking about, are we to get something out of this? A hint? Is it a hint? I suspect it's a hint, you know.
I don't know, you might think I'm telling my tales in secret.
I'm saying.
Well, as the saying goes, it's left to speculation.
It's left to speculation, okay? All right. But, I'm going to speculate though.
But now he tells her hair is too grey. He doesn't want her anymore, right?
Oh.
And so he's moved on with a younger person. She's lamenting that, you know, he left her without warning and has moved on with a younger person. I'm singing it in the first person.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that
it is you.
Oh, well,
we respect. All right, respect is you there. Right. Well, we're interested. Definitely interested.
A lady is allowed a few secrets, okay?
Yes, of course, by law. Yes. Absolutely, yes. By law. All right. Well, I like this. Absolutely love this. We're gonna sample it. I'm certainly gonna sample this one for our. Anything you want to live with St. Lucia as we head into the Creole celebrations?
I think I want to say something, but not so much about the Creole celebrations.
Okay.
Now, I want to look at us as a people, and I want us to live more harmoniously. I'm seeing what is happening on now, people tearing one another on social media, you know, and many years ago I wrote a song called Vive Saint-Ouen. Although it was played so often on the radio, I find in our singing, our people hear the songs and they don't pay attention. They just hear the song and they dance to it. I would have liked a better St. Lucia. But in terms of Creole, I hope that we truly embrace it. I think after so many years, I mean the movement I remember started, the first Journée Creole started in 1984. That is 39 years ago. And I don't think we have achieved, or we have come close to what we expected. Okay? So I hope we truly embrace the Creole language. And of course, Maureen, you know, I want to take this opportunity. I hope you allow me to give thanks to God for this talent, inimitable talent, being able to write equally well in both English and Creole, and for remaining faithful to me when I don't deserve it. You know, so I also want St. Lucians to know that this song, all my other songs I've done for pay. I've done for monetary gain, as well as to entertain. But this one is not for sale. I hope everyone can go to YouTube and download it and use it in their houses and everywhere they go. Wonderful. Because as I said, this is the fulfillment of a childhood dream. This is priceless. I don't want money for that song.
Absolutely. I love this. Thank you so much, Miss Spear. And of course, I will go listen now, innit? I'll go listen to this one.
The title is U Selma.
U Selma.
Yes.
All right, and I'll decide.
Okay.
Privacy,
thank you.
But I'll decide. Have a good one.
And it's an opportunity for you to learn Creole even
that
better.
Too, you know, exactly.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
And our second feature, remember I told you we went down in the south. I have to tell you that again because it was such an adventurous journey. And we caught quite a few bits of pieces. We were in Canaries over the weekend. And of course, we can't be in Canaries and not find out what is some of the plans that they have as being a host community for this year's Junior Creole.
All right, well, here we are. We found ourselves in this awesome and amazing, vibrant community. It's a fishing village in St. Lucia, it's the Canaries. We're here by the riverside by Tony's Place. And we're here with Ansha. Ansha is the chairperson from the Junior Creole Planning Committee here because Canaries is a host community for this year's 2023 celebration. Now, as a lead up to the 29th, they've got a host of things that is happening. As a matter of fact, today, right here, the reason we are here today, enjoying this beautiful scenery and everything else, awesome music, is because there's a cooking competition, a cooking challenge that is being taken on by some of the communities within the Canaries district, like the Butoy is there, the Ansla Verde is there,
and the Canaries village.
And Canaries is here represented in a cooking challenge. But there's a host of other things happening. A matter of fact, there's some traditional grinding of the castor oil to make the oil. There's the coconut oil. We've seen all of these things executed on hand right here today, and I'm so excited because I live for those things. You know, the traditional way, the traditional things that we grew up on. My grandmother made coconut oil for a living. You understand? That sent me to school. You know, so to actually be in an environment where I can experience that whole nostalgic feel again, it's just so absolutely amazing. So Ansha here is going to tell us some of the other things that they have planned while we continue to capture what is happening here today. Ansha, give us a rundown. What is this all about? Why was this one done? It's not yet the 29th, but you've decided to put this on. Tell me about this.
Well, our river is part of our life.
Yes.
It's part of our culture. Every Sunday, we have different groups of persons coming up here just to bathe and chill out. And so we felt we needed to incorporate this in our Journée Creole activities.
Why not?
So here we are today. We called it a Journée Bolivière, Day by the River, where families are expected to come out. To celebrate our culture, our history.
Right.
Really. So today we have a Timaje cooking competition happening. We have different representatives. We have the Buto community. We have the Belvedere community. We have Canris community itself and Anslaveri. They're participating in a cooking competition. Each of these communities were given a mystery basket. They did not know in advance what they were preparing, but really they're preparing our local food: bouillon, green fig and salt fish, sardines and ground provision. So there's an assortment of different foods that make part of our culture that they'll be preparing today. Also, we'll be having games, our cultural games, Chinese skip tiki talk, marbles.
Taking some of those. Find me there.
Yeah, so soon we'll be having that. We will also have some ladies demonstrating the washing process in a while.
To the river. Oh.
Yes, in the river. We will have oil making, castor oil making. This is currently happening. Coconut oil making. And we also have an assortment of.
Is there going to be any bamboo busting?
There will be bamboo busting. Later this afternoon we'll have the Hule Tete solo band as well that will be with us about 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is when majority of the persons will be coming out as well. So soon there will be.
This is quite a lot. When you do all that, what are we going to get on the actual day?
Oh, this is just a snippet of what will be happening on the day.
Really?
Yes.
This one seems to be more about the community.
The community, yes.
Because by the time the 29th reach, so many people are going to be influxing.
Exactly.
The community going to feel like they don't belong here.
Exactly.
I really like this. We want to catch some of this action as well. And then let's talk now about your actual community day. What do you have planned as host community this year? I think this is basically after COVID. This may very well be the biggest reinvention, ignited back into the thing. So you are now a host community. That is huge. What are some of the plans that you have for the actual day?
Well, we have a lot planned for the actual day. We're still in the process of fine-tuning everything. But you will see our local artists on stage for sure. We need to incorporate them because they make part of our community. So you will see persons like Dove Tufani on stage, Samo,
Canris boy.
I didn't
know that.
Yes, you will see Bobo, the Tension crew.
Nice.
Yes, so you will be seeing these persons on stage. Bobo, yes. We also have the Destination Band by Gregory Senais.
Yes.
He will also be there. African Roots will also be there. We have the Hule Tabu Band from Babylon that will be with us. And we have our local persons. We have our Twisted Dance Group, very popular dance group.
I know them. We have them before, guys.
They will be performing. The schools will be putting up a show. We have different groups from the community who will be doing choreography, who will be doing skits. One of the things I'm really looking forward to is our fashion line. So we have a fashion line of how people used to dress long ago, to go to different activities, different functions, to go to the farm. So we have this fashion line that will be on stage, but it will be done in a story. So they will not just be coming to portray the clothes, but it will be done in a story, in an act. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be the highlight for me.
Right? Is that one of the things that you're going to be boasting that is different to
yes,
the community?
Definitely different.
Absolutely.
And on the sidelines,
we got to talk the food.
Yes,
food.
Food.
What are some of the food offerings that you have?
So we have a booth that is going to be strictly vegan local food. So we have this. We have the fish area where you'll be getting fish pots, lobby, name it, everything to do with fish. And of course we have our different vendors who have an assortment of different kind of local cuisine.
Right. Are you in? I always ask that because I normally do the round. I do the whole the entire round. And I normally ask that because it can prove to be a little costly if you want to do all of the communities and try to sample everybody's food.
Yes.
Is that some of the conversation that you've been having with your vendors in terms of keeping the price reasonable?
Yes, we've had that conversation, and this is a discussion we've had in our vendors meeting, asking all the vendors to please keep the prices so that persons can afford.
Yes.
Because not one person's coming, and remember we have supers on the Benevolent community. If we put the place exorbitant prices on the person, they might just drive down to super, which is just 10 minutes away, and get food at reasonable price. So I think the vendors have understood that very well, and they are working along that line. Yes.
We are absolutely happy to be here today. As to whether or not we'll have a camera crew following us for the actual 29th, I don't know, but certainly it was very nice catching on to this.
Yes.
Taking some of the action here.
Yes.
And thank you for talking.
I also want to speak to the traffic. I know a lot of persons, this is a big concern for persons who want to visit Canris. I am telling you, we have enough parking. We will be parking at Moon River.
Right.
That's up the road past the bridge on the way to the river.
Yes.
Thereafter, we will be giving persons a Creole experience where you will be crossing the river to go to the playing field where the activity will be taking place.
Okay.
So we will be building something like a mini bridge just so persons can cross from Moon River. So instead of walking the entire way back to the main road and to the playing field, you just walk off Moon River and cross the river to the playing field.
Wow.
So the experience begins as soon as you get to Canary.
Wow, I like this. You seem to have that thing unlocked.
Unlocked.
We look forward to the tour. Well,
Definitely, I look forward to welcoming you as well.
Guys will be back, but we are here now, and here today is actually really exciting, and we have to be here.
It's time to rise, shine, and wine with SocaCize. Leading the wine, we have Serena, Vernell, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with SocaCize. Get ready to flaunt with one of your favorites from the road for Cardio Soca Jam.
Hey! Girl, what you have there? Girl, my tailor. Oh, Lord. Girl, my tailor. This one is for the road. Girl, my tailor. What? Girl, my tailor. True love in the place. Girl, I want them.
3, 2, 1, and
hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come on, for the tippy, tippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy.
3.
Come bubble and city, city.
We're gonna hop forward and back.
Miss Grippy, Grippy. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor.
One more, hold it.
Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor.
Hold it.
Behind the truck, girl, my tailor.
Twist, stand.
Miss Grippy, I heard you got the sticky. I need some of that
3,
quickly, but
2,
don't give me no
bend
hickey.
down.
Spread over.
Drop it. Bend down. Drop. Cross. And
hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come on, for the tippy, tippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come bubble and city, city. Miss Grippy, Grippy.
hop.
Miss Grippy, Grippy.
And
behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor.
hold it. Behind.
Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor.
Hold it.
Twist,
stand.
Miss Grippy, from you know yourself, girl. Get ready to bend. Get
Hold
ready
it, hold
to
it.
bend, girl. Miss Grippy, set up yourself, girl.
4,
Set up yourself.
3, 2,
Get ready to
bend.
Girl, bend over. Oh, yeah.
Drop it. And
hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come on, for the tippy, tippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come bubble and city, city. Miss Grippy, Grippy.
hop,
Miss
hop,
Grippy,
hop.
Grippy. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. My tailor.
Hop, hop.
Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. Behind the truck, girl, my tailor. My tailor.
Twist, stand.
Miss Grippy, I heard you got the sticky. I need some of that quickly, but don't give me no hickey.
Bend it. Drop, drop. Bend. Drop. Cross. And
hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come on, for the tippy, tippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Miss Grippy, Grippy. Hello, Miss Grippy, Grippy. Come bubble and city, city. Miss Grippy, Grippy.
Yes.
that was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with SocaCize on This Morning on DBS.
And that is our features for today and our morning show. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's do it again on Monday, right here on DBS This Morning.